I have some beef with how some people talk about aphantasia and aphantasia research. Basically, the problem is that some scientists have theorized that people who say that they have aphantasia, and especially visual aphantasia, actually do experience mental imagery, but they are just not conscious of it. I heard about this theory, this idea, because they were saying that that would explain why people with aphantasia are able to do mental rotation tasks, which are these tasks where they will show you an image of an object and then show you some rotated versions of it, and you're just trying to match them. When I first heard the theory that the ability to do mental rotation tasks might mean that somebody actually does have visuals in their head, and that's how they're doing those tasks, I was immediately dubious because I immediately suspected that there are other ways to do this kind of problem solving in the human brain. I didn't think you actually had to render it visually specifically to be able to solve this kind of thing. So, looking into it more, I feel very vindicated in this. So, how do we know that aphantasia is real? There's actually been multiple studies about it, and I get very excited every time I read one. But the one I want to talk about right now is one that was published in 2022. It had been noted that people who are asked to imagine being under bright lights will actually have a slight contraction of their pupils. Just kind of thinking about that experience would cause someone to have a slight physiological reaction as if they were actually in bright lights. They compared the reactions to actually being in bright lights and just being told to think about it between some people with aphantasia and some people without. What they found is that for people with aphantasia, they would not see the pupils contract. People with aphantasia will have typical pupil contraction when actually under bright lights, but they will not see that contraction when they are told to simply imagine being in a bright light. They did the same test in the same study with people who do not have aphantasia, people who do experience mental visual imagery, and they found that those people did. And this really seems to show that there is a difference there. There is a difference in how they experience the world and how they react to things, and that there are more that I will tell you about at some point. Sources in the comments.